How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. Now, smartphone cameras are getting really good, like really good. Fast forward to 2021 and you don't even have to spend that much money to get a really good smartphone camera for your money. This is the Realme 8 Pro in a lot more detail, and we're going to be comparing that 108 megapixel camera shooter on there with another flagship device, which is the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. The Realme 8 Pro has a 108 megapixel ultra quad camera with Samsung HM2 sensor. It uses a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G mobile platform. It's got 8GB of RAM, 128GB of UFS 2.1 internal storage, support 50 watt SuperDart charge, so 17 minutes of charge gets you up to 50%. You have 4,500 mAh battery that lasts all day long, a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display with 1000 nits of peak brightness. You have in-display fingerprint sensor and 180Hz touch sampling rate and Realme UI 2.0. If you want to see more on the Realme 8 Pro, check out the link in the bio for my first impressions video, because this one I want to focus more on the camera and also compare it to that 108 megapixel of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. So, Samsung HM2. This is the first Realme device equipped with a 108 megapixel camera, and first, you might be wondering, why do you need something this big? Two reasons. For me, you can blow it up and print it and have your own work on the wall. Like if you can see just slightly behind me there, those are stuff that I printed from a smartphone that I just blew up and printed, and they look great on the wall. Second, you can pinch into your image after the fact. So if you took a landscape photo, for example, of a skyline, you can zoom into a particular segment of that photo and actually post that on social media or wherever you want to share it without losing image quality. So those are the two main advantages for me for having such a large sensor. So the Realme 8 Pro's primary camera uses the third generation ISOCELL HM2 of Samsung sensor with 108 megapixel ultra high pixel, with an extra large sensor of 1.52 inch and a maximum resolution of 12,000 by 9,000. HM2 is supported by the advanced ISOCELL Plus pixel isolation technology of Samsung, adopting new material developed by Fujifilm to replace the metal barrier for solving the interference problem between adjacent pixels, which reduces the optics loss and cross color. It guarantees a high color fidelity and increases ISO by 15%. You also get smart ISO technology that can choose the best ISO setup automatically according to the environment. No matter if it's dark or light, you can take clear, bright, hierarchical, and also colorful photos without any issues. Besides, HM2 sensor supports 9-in-1 pixel binning, which enables 9 adjacent 0.7 micron pixels to be combined to simulate a large 2.1 micron pixels and improve the image quality under the dim light. You might start thinking, well, does that mean I get the same image quality as the more expensive Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra? Well, let's find out. The S21 Ultra uses Samsung's ISOCELL HM3, which supports 12-bit color depth, 0.8 micron sensor size, and also uses nanocell chroma. If you're interested in finding out more about Samsung's ISOCELL technology, links will be in the description area so you can check it out and do your own research as well. But for now, we're going to take both devices out on the street and actually take some photos and compare them. Okay, so as you can see on the screen right now, on the left, I have a folder full of S21 Ultra photos. And on the right, we have a bunch of photos as well that I've taken using the Realme 8 Pro. So here we are, both opened up. And as you can see on the left, we have the S21 Ultra. And on the right, we have the Realme 8 Pro. So we can zoom in and pinch to zoom on either one. So we'll do the Realme 8 Pro first. And if you zoom in, you can see that we retain so much, a lot of details still left there. As you can see, like the building, it's a lot very sharp on the corners and stuff, which is pretty cool. And if we go on the S21 Ultra as well, and we go across, we can see the level of detail there as well. But one thing that you did notice as well, that is the S21 Ultra is a lot softer, and on the Realme 8 Pro on the right, is a lot sharper, which is quite interesting. So again, we can zoom in on the S21 Ultra all the way and looking into this bike sort of symbol there, as you can see there. And then on the Realme 8 Pro, we can do the same. And we can see that a lot of details is there. We can zoom in all the way in. And it's still really nice. You can see the Baba logo as well and stuff, which is interesting to see that you've paid less money for the Realme 8 Pro and you're getting more detail with your 108 megapixel shots, as you can see very clearly there. Okay, moving on to another one. As you can see again on the right, we have Realme 8 Pro, and on the left we have the S21 Ultra. And if you can see on the Realme 8 Pro straight away, the highlights are blown out compared to the S1 or S21 Ultra. But what you do get again is better color on the Realme 8 Pro out of the camera, and also the level of detail that you get in terms of the building as well. So we can go all the way in and go up onto, in fact, let's go all the way down to the Eurotech on the bus. And then if we go on the Realme, on the S21 Ultra, we can see the level of detail that you get in the writing. I'll go all the way in. And then on here, we can see the difference in the detail. One is sharper than the other. Again, for me, Realme 8 Pro looks much nicer to the eyes here. You can even see on the colors in terms of on the logo of the Eurotech logo there. You can see the differences there, which looks much better on the Realme 8 Pro. The only thing that's lacking for me would be the highlights in the sky. So if we go back out, you can see the sky looks better there, a lot more natural on the S21 Ultra, but on the Realme 8 Pro, it's compensating somewhere, and you can see where that's overly blown out in that sense. Okay, let's have a look at another one. So this one's pointing straight to the sky, so there's a lot of HDR and dynamic range to deal with here, and a lot of shadows and highlights, and also foreground lighting as well. So left again is S21 Ultra, so straight away you can see that some of the foreground is well lit. It looks nicer on the foreground, but when you overall picture looks very well lit, but softer. It's lacking some of that contrast and shadows. But on the Realme 8 Pro, you can see better shadows. You can see better contrast as well, which looks really nice. So it seems that the S21 Ultra is trying to compensate for lights to make sure that you get enough light in the foreground, and also when you look up like towards the sky as well. And on the Realme 8 Pro, it's just trying to get you something that's natural as possible, so you can get a lot more detail afterwards. So again, if we go up to the building, which is something I really like on this one, we can see the strobe light there, which looks really nice. And then on the S21 Ultra, you're starting to lose detail as well the more you go in. And you're getting more noise in there as well compared to the Realme 8 Pro, which is quite fascinating to see and compare on a computer rather than looking on the phone as well, using a phone display. So you can see the color differences there. So to me, the Realme 8 Pro looks a lot more natural, which is what I actually saw when I was taking this picture. Okay, something else worth looking at is low light shots using that ultra high pixel as well. And straight away you can see the warmth in terms of color tones on the Realme 8 Pro on the right. Looks much nicer, looks warmer. And on the left, it looks a bit washed out, and you have to do some post-processing to actually bring that color back and some of the highlights as well. Zooming in on the shots though to see what level of detail we have. We go all the way into the post box. You can see they're very similar here. I can't really call one over the other, although on the S21 Ultra, we can actually see the writing better in terms of the Ristorante Italian or something like that. I think that's what it says on the left side. Whereas on the right side, it looks a lot blurrier. And this is something that you notice in terms of light, light compensation on the devices. So I'd say the S21 takes a hair for the light and level of detail, but for the Realme 8 Pro, it doesn't do too bad either. And I think they're both looking great, especially when you then bring them back all the way back in here. You can still share this. And I mean, if I was to share this on social media, I can still go in this far and still share that on Instagram, and it looks good at the same time. Another thing I wanted to compare was the portrait mode on the devices. So on the Realme 8 Pro, you can see that you get a bit more of me in the shots as well, and it does a great job. And we look at the S21 Ultra again on the left side here. You can start to see the skin tone and see how natural they actually are, and all the edges as well as they were captured. So if we go in on the Realme 8 Pro on my face, you can see the level of details captured and edge detection. So let me just move this down. So here we are. You can see my hair and you can see the edge. I think the S21 Ultra does a better job in terms of the edge detection because it's got that extra lens for doing that. But the Realme 8 Pro struggles a little bit there. But Realme 8 Pro looks sharper. He's doing a lot of work in terms of sharpening my face, my skin, texture, as you can see there. But in terms of color accuracy, I think they're very, very similar in terms of colors, as you can see there. I think even the hoodie color as well is very black, as it should be on both devices. So I can't really complain too much there, but edge detection could be better, in fact, on both devices. Okay, another one to look at is color in terms of just general photography and color. On the left, again, is the S21 Ultra, and on the right is the Realme 8 Pro. And I think the colors here, it's a lot more saturation when you look at the Realme 8 Pro. So the pink and the yellow looks a lot more, they're popping compared to the S21 Ultra. And it's a lot warmer as well on the Realme 8 Pro. So this for me is just a matter of preference. If you prefer a warmer image, you go for the right. If you prefer something that's a lot more less saturated, then you go for the left image. But either way, both images are great for you to then do some post processing to change the level of saturation. You can change the highlights and change, maybe dehaze it a little bit because of the weather here in London. But that's about it. But I think in terms of colors, I think they both look great. It's just a matter of preference. Okay, so that's it for the Realme 8 Pro 108 megapixel camera versus the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. As always, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is one better than the other? Are they very similar like I've experienced? Let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, share it, and hit the bell notification as well so you'll be one of the first people to know every time there's a video up on the channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.